I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact. He's from Queens, New York, like me. So, but what it's shown me personally is sometimes, you know, even in the worst feeling times in your life, you think that you're never gonna come back from it, but you do.
Is you're about to see an influx of people who see that it is more profitable and more beneficial to join that side. You're gonna see it. It already started, and it's gonna continue. This is his first year. This is Trump's first year as president. We got 3 more years of people who are going to surprise you. And it's going to hurt your feelings and it's going to disappoint you. And you have to know that, like, there's money behind everything. There are privileges behind every move people in these positions make. And I'm not surprised.
Is your girl Nicki Minaj doing all right? Because y'all's queen seems to be losing support left, right, and center. She used to live for the Barbs, and now she lives for MAGA. And that viral moment where she came on stage at TurningPoint USA has got Barbs jumping ship like crazy, to the point where Nicki had to deactivate her Instagram after losing millions of followers in just a few days. Some celebrities can't even hide their surprise about the betrayal because this was the last thing that anyone expected her to do. But if there was one person that isn't too shocked to see things happening, it's Rihanna. She and Nicki have been friends for a while now, but lately Rihanna has been backing off, and now she's realized that Nicki would step on anyone and anything as long as she could protect herself and hers. And as soon as word came around that Nicki had left IG, Rihanna basically called her a clown and said good riddance.
Rihanna coming back from her offline status to call Nicki Minaj a clown will forever be the reason why I'm gonna hold out for R9. Like, however long she needs, I'm willing to wait. And if she says that it's never coming, that's fine, because when she needs to come out of her hibernation and clock, she will. That's exactly what she did here. Nicki Minaj, you deserve that. Bye.
When you look around Nicki, it's obvious that she's made an enemy out of almost everyone, from industry gatekeepers to fellow artists, and there are a lot of people waiting to see her fall. And of course, there is the entire case with her husband and her brother. So as long as the MAGA camp can protect her, she's gonna give them whatever they want, regardless of whether or not her fan base is happy with it.
And the more clips I see of MAGA Minaj, the more embarrassing it is for y'all to still claim to be Barbs. Because the concept of pink wigs saying that she's performed all over the world for major crowds, and no matter how many songs she did for y'all, her fans, her stans, her Barbs, that does not mean as much to her as being on stage for Coachella. And y'all still sticking beside her.
So the first TurningPoint USA without Charlie Kirk came around in December 2025. And while people were kind of waiting to see what it was going to look like with Erica Kirk leading the whole thing, Nicki Minaj came out and it was a weird surprise. The moment felt very off because from what we know, Nicki and Erica don't really know each other like that. So for them to walk on stage holding hands, talking about how she went in on Governor Gavin Newsom after she was unimpressed with some of the new laws California passed, folks were feeling weird. Mind you, the laws that she mostly had issues with were protecting people in the LGBTQ plus space. And about 80% of Nicki's fan base is quite literally LGBTQ plus. And if it wasn't clear that Nicki was 100% Republican, she and Erica started raving about what amazing role models Donald Trump and J.D. Vance were and how lucky we are to have them.
Amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president. And you have amazing role models like the assassin J.D. Vance, our vice president.
When folks dug deeper, news came out that Nicki had been paying a little over $1 million for her appearance at Turning Point USA. So people were saying that maybe she came on stage to secure a quick bag. But the thing is, Nicki already openly gave her reasons for moving the way she did. When Erica asked her why she chose now to speak about politics, Nicki talked about how she was tired of being pushed around and bullied, and more than anything, she wanted her voice to be heard.
Out of me, that's stronger than what's out there. That's right. So when you've had enough, you realize, wait a minute, why do I even care about these people and what they think? Who are they? They don't even know who they are. So I'm not gonna back down anymore. I'm not gonna back down ever.
Nicki has been calling out Jay-Z and Roc Nation for a minute now, and she said some pretty unsavory things about the industry that definitely haven't gotten her any favors. Cardi B was with the Democrats, and unless she and Cardi find some way to make peace, there's really no space for her over there. So she's just doing what she has to do to keep her head above water, but the internet is still up in arms because the Barbs feel like Nicki sold out. Nicki could have chosen to be MAGA quietly, and we wouldn't have known a thing, because there's a lot of celeb lives that we don't know anything about. But for her to come out publicly, folks are saying that maybe it was a part of a contract that she signed now that she's in their party. But folks like Rihanna are not too surprised to see how fast Nicki turned against her fan base. If there's one thing that people who've watched her over the years know, is that Rihanna doesn't do messy loyalty. She's never been the type to publicly fall out with people, but she will quietly remove herself when she feels like someone's values don't align with hers anymore. Rihanna and Nicki were genuinely close at one point. They supported each other early on in their careers, collaborated, and moved in the same industry circles for years. But insiders have said that Rihanna started to move away when Nicki began moving in ways that felt more self-serving, confrontational, and unpredictable, especially when it came to defending people and positions that Rihanna clearly didn't stand for, especially her offender husband. So when Nicki popped up at Turning Point USA, camps close to Rihanna said that she was not surprised, but is actually sad that Nicki's legacy has come to this. After all, she was one of the biggest rappers at one time. And people aren't holding any punches anymore. They are basically saying that her time is up now, and she has shown that she does not care. Sorry if it took you this long to realize Nicki Minaj, the same woman who supports her R-word husband and R-word PDF brother, was a bad person. Nicki Minaj is a good example of how being so male-centered, wanting a husband, can lead to really low morals. A lot of women stand by unethical nonsense because it's their man. But what do you guys think about all of this? Sound off in the comments and make sure you hit that like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.